What's going on, everybody? Natt, and you're tuned in to the Natt Fitness Method. I'm going to demonstrate today what is called a mobility WOD. It means workout of the day. Now, a workout of the day is simply a series of certain exercises done one after another so that way you can attain a certain specific result. The mobility WOD and its purpose is to be able to prime my body for the workout. It means really three things. It's going to activate my central nervous system and get me ready to take on that flight or flight response that's needed in order to be able to take on stress during the workout. 2, it's going to activate the hormones in my body and begin to make me sweat. And the last thing is that it's also going to prime my muscles and get them ready to be able to handle the stress needed. We're going to start first by getting the heart rate up and getting it ready with a jump rope, do a few minutes, and then we're going to go play. So, just finished the jump rope, heart rate's up a little bit. First thing I'm going to do is showcase to you the half and the full of the mobility WOD. Generally, you want to do 2 full runs, and then from there, we'll pick it up and go to the next one. So, let's do it. Okay, the second WOD that I'm going to teach you is called toe touches. I'm going to hold both arms out, swinging the arms to try to touch my toes while keeping my legs straight and flexing here at the SI joint as hard and as fast as I possibly can. Okay, so the next WOD is mobility WOD number 3. Which are side skips. I'm going to do 2 different modalities. Down and back first, facing the same direction, and then when I come back, I'm going to show you a progressive form, which we call alternating skips. This is when I'm going to side skip for 2 skips facing one direction before I pivot or reverse pivot, doing the same thing facing the opposite direction, both down and back. Mobility WOD number 4 is what we call butt kicks. I'm going to hold my hands down to my side behind my body. Here on the tips of my toes, I'm going to try to bring my heel up, flexing my hamstring as fast and as hard as I can to actually try to get my heel to connect with my hands. Down and back, this is a half WOD, so we're only going 15 yards down and 15 yards back. The next WOD is mobility WOD number 5. My big focus here is going to be very similar to the side slides, except this is going to be called a grapevine. Some people call it karaoke. Regressive version or introductory version, legs are going to slay low. Advanced version or progressive, legs are going to be nice and high. All right, keep it moving. We're going into mobility WOD number 6. These are high knees. First focus with the high knee is an arm swing as I'm going to lay on the tips of my toes, trying to bring my knees full speed as high as I can into my chest. That is the regressive form. Directly after, I'm going to come and show you a modification, which is a much more advanced version of a high knee to really focus on opening up the hip flexors and the hip extensors. We're going to go to mobility WOD number 7. This is a squat. Again, like the others, there's a progressive version and a regressive version. Starting first, I'm going to show you the regressive version. Now this is just a side squat coming down. The big focus is not to just go through and try to execute the exercise. The real big focus with these are to be able to try to stretch and open up the hip flexors, really open up everything that's happening in the hamstrings and in the glutes, and really focus again on what's happening on the midsection here in the adductors. So using the power of the leg that we're firing off, which could be either or depending on the direction, simultaneously really focusing on the extension that you're going to feel here in the adductors of your legs. That's going to primarily activate those muscles. When we go through the progressive version, I'm going to actually open up by swinging the leg and straddling a hurdle, imaginary, to be able to go through a squat with not only the stretching leg, but also with the firing leg. So our last WOD, mobility WOD number 8, is probably the most progressive version. It's the most disliked, but it's also probably one of the most important WODs of all the WODs we've done. This is the inchworm WOD. I'm going to first show you the progressive walk-out version of the inchworm moving forward, and then I'm going to stand up and reassemble and demonstrate the regressive version moving backwards of the inchworm. Those are all the mobility WODs, 1 through 8. Half of the mobility WODs, maybe a little bit more, have doubles. The regressive version and the progressive version. You guys can see my breath is up, heart rate is skying through the roof, I'm sweating, hormones have been optimized, the body is definitely primed, ready for execution in the exercise. This will set you up for success, reduce the risk of injury. This has been brought to you by Natt Fitness Method. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you. If you have any questions, feel free to definitely connect with me on any of my social media, link below, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I look forward to connecting with you guys. Until next time, live healthy, live strong, and live with a positive mindset.